Hello.
Hi.
Sorry about...
Look at your voice.
Alright, sorry about everything. Jesus. Why are you laughing so loud on purpose? Why are you doing this to the audience? The fateful audience, you destroyed their eardrums.
I'm gonna cry.
So, today, we're back with the driving podcast, where we take the podcast on the road with us as we do our daily task. And plus, Dad is watching Wednesday right now on Netflix, which is a really popular show. And it's odd because dads are supposed to be lame. And what are you doing?
You're not loud enough. Look at that.
Because dads are supposed to usually be lame and not like new stuff. But apparently he's kind of hip. So yeah, he digs it. Have you watched Wednesday or what?
No.
Do you plan on watching Wednesday?
Maybe.
I don't. Oh my god. The girl though? Do you know her?
Yes.
Who is she?
She's an actress.
No. I thought she was just like a random little kid they let on.
No, I know her. I do. I just don't remember her name right now, but I do.
Wow. She was in Disney Channel's Stuck in the Middle.
Yeah.
Bro, I had such a crush on her. I still do. She's very good looking. She really fits the criteria of my likes.
She's a little girl.
No, she's not. She was back then.
Yeah, that's even worse. She was a little girl.
But I was a little boy as well. We're like the same age almost. She's like 16.
Oh my god. Her age is 17.
You're lying. You're lying to my face.
You're not wrong. She's actually a year older than you.
I'm telling you, we're meant for each other. Jenna Ortega,
Yeah.
you inspire me a lot. You're very beautiful. If you're listening, you can come on the podcast and be the first guest. I did offer to Brother Dahmer, but Brother Dahmer failed to hit me up. So, Jenna Ortega, this is your offer to come on my podcast, Young and Opinionated. I'll even kick Carl out of the host position, so only you and I can have our intimate time together.
I'd just like to point out the fact that before anyone else, Dad was meant to be our first guest.
Poor Dad. Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot this. We have to introduce the podcast. Okay. This is the greatest podcast.
Let me get over here.
This is the greatest podcast, brought to you by Jenna Ortega. This is
Young
and Opinionated. Why were we not on the same page? Why weren't you following me?
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know what page you're on.
I thought we were doing like wrestling, and then you just like and then like through it you were like also like and like I don't know what happened, man.
So yeah, this is Young and Opinionated, the podcast where we talk about everything and at the same time nothing. We cover every topic, yet we somehow manage to not complete a topic. We leave it up to you to decide or to fill in for us because we don't finish conversations. So what's up with you, bro? How's your health?
Not much, you.
It's better than yours. My health, I guess. I'm not going to doctor's appointments.
That's good to know.
So, what happened to your homeschooling? We left off with that.
We did?
Yeah, we left it off with your homeschooling situation. And let's see what happened. What happened?
So, it's very difficult to say. I'm pretty sure I qualify, but like I don't actually know yet. They haven't told me anything or anything. And, like, I do know that I have to go this upcoming week to school to take all of my midterms, which I will promptly fail.
How does it feel going back to school for the first time in, like, 2 months, probably? It feels like months at this point.
It has been months.
How does it feel going back to school?
Horrid. I don't want to. I would much rather just be segregated from all of my other fellow peers and take all of my exams in one day.
Do you think they still remember you or care for you or anything?
I think they think me dead.
It's like you took a summer vacation and now you're coming back.
I know, right?
Just that a very painful, sad, and unhealthy summer vacation. Today we actually went to a soccer field. This is going to be in the vlog. We went to a soccer field and played around with the ball a little bit. Me, Dad, and Carl. And it was very hilarious just to see how Carl is like one of the worst defenders ever, trying to run around. I just have to give the ball a little tap and like clear her. She's gone. She stays behind. She can't go on. And what happened with your performance today, bro?
I don't know, man. It was kind of like my worst performance I've ever had to do, honestly. It really upset me. I wish I could have done... There's police! They're right on site, guys. There are police. I think it's a state trooper. Is that a state trooper? What's the accident? Do we have a report?
Yeah, sir. I'm seeing a state trooper. I am also seeing 2 cars. One red car behind has smashed the back of a SUV. This is not looking good, Perks. I'm looking at an accident that possibly has 1 casualty, or maybe not anything at all. Back to you, Perkins.
It looked like an ugly one indeed. All of the front of the red car was demolished.
Yeah, we just saw an accident on our way to our destination real quick, and yeah, this path route this concrete that we drive on, this road that we take to get to the highway is dangerous. So many people have crashed for I don't get it. Why so many people are crashing? I guess it's like, I don't know.
I guess it's like, I don't know.
This is what I'm talking about. We have topics, but we never finish them. Anyway, moving on. What do you have to say?
About what?
The highway system.
Oh, no, man. Listen. The ones in Miami are treacherous. They are horrid. They make me look at it and then barf.
Guys, we've been driving to St. Pete for we went already 4 times, 2 and back, all for Carl's appointments, and every single in this previous week, Carl just always compliments my driving, and she's like, I could never do this, I could never turn, and I'm like, this is a basic turn. You have to be able to turn, or else you go forward and kill everybody.
I just don't understand how you calculate how much to turn without going overboard or underboard. Or something that was completely terrified was about how some people would switch lanes while turning. Like, how do you do that and not go flying forward?
I just let go.
What do you mean you let go?
I let go of all the bad, all the evil, and I just become a different person when I drive. I'm essentially free as a bird.
I just kind of lose control in this thing.
So yeah, hopefully Carl never drives a car. I'm hoping that Teslas become affordable so she can get a Tesla to drive her everywhere, because by the sounds of it, Carl's gonna kill a lot of people.
Nah, I'm already thinking I'm gonna ride a bike everywhere I go. Even on the highway, I'm gonna be that one bike.
Jeez. that three-wheeled bike.
Two-wheeled, thank you very much.
Oh, I want to talk about this. Ever since I was a kid, I don't know if it's just because I was a kid or if this is actually something. I always felt that around this time, like December, like Christmas was like crazy happy fun. Like, we don't celebrate Christmas, but everybody is literally just happy. Like, as a kid in elementary school, middle school, I was like, wow, everyone's so nice to each other. Even when I went out in public, I was like, wow, everyone's like chill, everyone's goofy, high-fivey, everyone's wishing each other a Merry Christmas and stuff. But now, as a grown-up, kind of a grown-up, I guess, I'm realizing, like, where's the Christmas spirit? Like, yeah, we see the lights that every single year get put up, but I'm seeing less and less lights. And not that many people are being cheery to one another anymore, as they used to before. Is it because I was a kid and I saw the world different? Or has the world genuinely just gone down? And now everyone's just sad and there's no more cheer to spread?
Nah, yeah, man, the world's changed. So, like, first of all, electricity is a lot of money.
What?
Second off, I feel like a lot of people have just, like, they've lost it, man. Whether it be for one reason or the other. And also just a lot of things have happened in the world that a lot of people just don't have the cheer anymore. Like, think of it like this. It's the first Christmas without a loved one for a lot of people.
So, but that's every single Christmas.
Yes, but it's for a lot more people now. And a lot.
Yeah, 8 billion of us.
And then, like, this generation that's rolling in, I don't think they are capable of cheer.
Your generation?
Not my generation, the generation even after that. Well, even though
They're literally kids. They're little toddlers. What do you mean? How can you even say that?
I know, right? They should have cheer in them. They're kids. Also, my generation kind of is at fault now, too. And yours.
My generation's great.
They're all dead inside.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember everyone used to be so happy and joyful. Like, it was crazy. Even the lunch ladies who wanted to die, they were always like, Merry Christmas, little kid. With a big smile on their face. Even if it was forced positivity. Even if it was like forced love and cheer. Now there's not even an effort to put out that forced love and positivity and cheers.
The old generation is withering away and dying. The new generation are becoming adults who don't care for life. And some people have just lost it. Cheer is dying out. At an alarming rate.
Dude, I can't tell you how many people in school, I remember seeing so many people in school that were like genuinely lost. Like, I think I'm lost, but they were just lost with no intentions of being found. They're just gone. They had no purpose to live. They have no purpose to be happy, no enjoyment, no hobbies, no anything to keep them positive, no family to be around with, no pets to pet, nothing at all. Just dead. So many people just so alone and with nothing. This reminds me of the scene from Lilo and Stitch when Jumbo's looking at Stitch, like stalking him, and then he's like, how must it feel to have nothing? No memories, no purpose, nothing. How must it feel to be nothing, essentially?
To have nothing or anyone.
So yeah. I wonder what happened. If anybody knows what happened to the Christmas spirit, please let me know.
I've literally explained to you like 3 times now.
If somebody else knows, I'll take anybody else's opinion over Carl.
In the same podcast.
Yeah. Usually whatever Carl says, I think the opposite of. Because it usually turns out better that way. Hey Carl, should I dye my hair blonde or black? Black. It looks good on you. Blonde it is. There was this one time earlier today where we were, I don't know where we were going. Oh, we were going out and this lady was with her baby, pushing him in a stroller, and with their dog, and it just seems so odd to me, but so fascinating that I could end all 3 of their lives, essentially destroy a family, and that's it. I can decide that, which is pretty cool. I mean, pretty bad. I mean, oh no.
Oh no, indeed, mother trucker.
Alright, guys, we gotta go. We'll continue at home if we can.
Please don't make me.
Please don't force me to be your host. But, yeah, guys, see you later. I really hope the audio sounded good. I'm sorry if it didn't. Guys, we're back. Carl isn't doing so well. We don't know how to say this, but she's fallen ill to some unknown disease in her ear, and right now she's battling for her life. If you could please excuse her for failing or not showing up to the podcast 100%.
Ah!
Ow. Please do so. Please excuse her. Yeah. Explain what you are feeling right now.
Pain, and even more pain in my ear.
How so?
It feels like someone's stabbing, and then it feels like someone's poking, and then it feels like someone's ripping, and then it feels like it goes down to my throat.
That's funny and all. But talking about viruses, have you heard of the news?
No.
Scientists discovered a 48,500-year-old zombie virus that has been trapped deep within the Siberian permafrost, and they released it into the air.
Why? But why? But like, why?
For science.
No, I don't think I'd like that at all.
I don't think they released it on purpose, but they discovered it and it just like got out.
What? Some things are better left not known. So like, this is not. No.
What would you do in the case of a zombie apocalypse and this thing spreading across the nations and globe?
We have seen far too many of those nukes. Boo.
You'd nuke anybody who's a zombie.
I'd like crater them in and then nuke that place.
So you would individually gather all the zombies.
I'm sorry, I have to leave now.
All right, Carl's leaving.
I love you. My podcast.
Close the door. Alright, so Carl has left because she's going to get a treatment for her ear. This is essentially now a solo podcast. So let me get on some topics that I do want to talk about. This is very old news. Virginia Walmart shooting. Yeah, this is very old news that never got to. The Virginia Walmart shooting that left around 10 dead after a manager snaps and starts shooting employees in the break room before killing himself. This is a very terrifying headline, a very terrifying story, and just the overall sad thing that is literally normal at this point. It's normal. It's been normal for years. How one person can just go mad one day, act on their emotions, and take away 10 other people with them, which is insane. And one of the craziest things about this was one of the guys that they interviewed, who was an employee there, who worked there and actually saw the manager before he started shooting up at the place. He said he just acted casual, normal, like if it was just another Tuesday, while they were interviewing him about his coworkers literally being shot down dead. And it's sad and terrifying to see how you're living a miserable life. You're working at Walmart. You don't like your job. Nobody likes their job at Walmart. I think I know a bunch of my friends that work in Walmart. None of them have said that they like it at all. They tolerate it. It pays okay, but they don't like it. Nobody likes to work at Walmart. But just imagine that life. And then it all just gets cut short from your manager that you probably hate, and he doesn't like you, you don't like them, and they just end your life all because they were snapped and didn't feel well that day or something happened, which is crazy how someone's life ended that 10 people's lives ended like that. Pretty bad situation. And I don't get it how that this has been an ongoing issue, and yet nobody in office will agree on anything. Nobody in office will come to an agreement. And yeah, gun reform has been pushed for years, so many years, and it's crazy to me how nothing has happened, and it's all because the Republicans are trying to keep our guns and all that. And then some crazy Trump supporters are like, yeah, man, we gotta keep the guns here. We gotta get them ready just in case the government ever comes and tries to take over. Are you kidding me? Are you actually dumb? If the government wanted to take over, do you think you and your guns would stand a chance? You can have your most powerful rifles, your most powerful bazookas, whatever, anything. Well, you think the government can't take you on? No, man, all united of us together, they can't take us down with all our guns. They can just launch a nuke at you and wipe you off the face of the earth. If the government wanted to take over, they would have zero problem taking over. They would have no issues getting past people and their guns. They might have a little bit of trouble with that one guy in Texas, I think, that owns a tank. They might have some trouble with him, but apart from that, not many people stand a chance to the government. So, yeah, I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for gun control. We have to control what people are buying. Yes, it might interfere a bit with some amendment, maybe right to bear arms, but that was way back in the day. That was written so back in the day when the weapons we have today weren't even imaginable back then. So, yeah, it's very saddening that this is the reality we live in, and that the reality we're getting adjusted to, that we've been adjusted to. I just wish people weren't so selfish. It's kind of selfish thinking about yourself, being like, yeah, man, I gotta protect myself, I gotta protect the country, I gotta protect the neighborhood. Man, you gotta protect everybody else. No more assault rifles. We can't have those. No more any of those things. We gotta get rid of all of them. Take them away. People don't want to give them up. I don't know what you gotta do there, but you gotta do something. Going back to the zombie virus thing, yeah, this is crazy. Scientists are discovering a zombie virus, which is everyone's nightmare. That's when we would want to use the guns in a zombie apocalypse, but it's the same thing. Nothing can stop a zombie apocalypse. I know in video games and movies they do, but I think if you think about it realistically, there's no way of stopping thousands, millions of inhumans, essentially. Like, the dead risen up again, which is a crazy thought. Like, if one day I wake up and just find out, like, San Francisco, everyone has become zombies, they're spreading east, and they're slowly gonna conquer the world, I don't know what I would do. I would kill myself almost. Like, I'm terrified of that. I'd be terrified. I'd live it out, try to live out as much as possible, and then when it's like looking like we're cornered, Florida's cornered, and we have nowhere to go, just jump off like the highest skyscraper we have here in Miami or somewhere, Orlando, go to Disney World, and get shot out of a cannon and just die. Because I'm not going to face zombies. And it must be really terrifying to see a zombie, like a real zombie, a dead person risen, and just a monster of themselves. And it's also a painful death, man, getting eaten alive. And then, I don't know what type of zombies we would get. If the ones that eat people or the ones that just bite you and then you become a zombie. But either way, it sucks. Alright, moving on, guys. First of all, before I move on, let me just remind you, Carl is in here because of her health concern that she literally just had right now. A health crisis has occurred in her household with Carl. Her ear has been hurting for maybe 2 weeks at this point, and now it's so bad that she can't like do anything. She was literally laying on her bed just sad and just in pain. But hopefully she gets better. And you know what would make her better? If me, her brother, Oscar Hernandez, got a date with Jenna Ortega. That's right. If I managed to get a date with Jenna Ortega, that would make Carl feel so much better. She would instantly be cured out of the happiness and joy that I would receive. So Jenna, if you're listening, just know you always have a place in my heart. And my heart is a very small place. So take that as you will. Let's move on. YSL, Young Thug, Gunna, all these people. I don't know if you follow this. I try to follow this as much as I can. But Young Thug, popular rapper. Gunna, popular rapper. YSL, popular label. And apparently gang now. A couple months ago, Young Thug was arrested along with Gunna, a lot of associates, by the police in Atlanta, that claiming YSL was a gang. This group, or like organization that Young Thug created. The feds are accusing YSL of being an organized crime syndicate group gang thing, and this is pretty much all falls into the RICO charge. And what's a RICO? The Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, or RICO, was developed to fight organized crime. It was enacted in 1970 after being signed into law by President Richard Nixon. Oh shoot, that was a lot to read. Anyway, so yeah, a RICO charge is just as bad as you can get, essentially. RICO charges usually go out to terrorists at that point. And YSL getting a RICO charge is really big because members of the gang or YSL can be going to jail for a long time. Young Thug in particular, who's a very famous rapper, lots of money, he could be facing 20 years to life in prison for gang activities and being associated as the leader of the gang. And Gunna, who was just released, he's a very popular rapper. He was just released like a couple days ago because he took a plea deal. Like many YSL members, Gunna took a plea deal, and they're saying that he might most likely snitched. His lawyer isn't saying that he snitched. Gunna is saying he hasn't snitched, but pretty much people are saying Gunna snitched. And this is a pretty big debate topic online, because when you snitch on a brother or your really good friend, it's like you broke a code of like no snitching. And snitching, pretty much you just tell on someone like a tattletale. You usually go with the mentality, if my bro goes down, I go down. If he goes down, I'm going down with him. Like, if they come at me for information about him, I'm not saying anything. But it appears Gunna might have. I don't know. I'm not gonna spread misinformation. He might have. He could have, but he probably didn't, or he did, but I don't know. Snitched on young Thug, which is pretty sad to see if it is. Personally, I've always stuck by the no snitching. Whenever there's problems in school or anything, I got a bunch of bad friends, and they're just bad people in general, but I just associated with them since middle school. And in high school they really got bad. And when they did bad things that teachers found out, I was usually always questioned about something, and I would never say anything. I'd be like, "No, I don't know what he could have done. No, I have no clue." I think I only snitched one time in middle school on this really bad kid I didn't know or cared much about him anyways. And the whole class snitched on him. So, I guess it was like a joint snitch. But yeah, you usually get looked down when you snitch. I don't think anybody's ever snitched on me. Hopefully not. But yeah, I personally do stick by the no snitching. If he goes down, I go down. I like that mentality, like keeping a close circle of people you can trust, who really have your back. When the going gets tough, they really have your back. But this also reminds me of 6ix9ine, another rapper who notoriously told on everybody, every single person in his case. I don't know what charges were there. I don't know. There's a lot of time in jail he could have spent, but he told on everybody involved in the case. He told on everybody with no mercy. He wasn't ashamed at all. He literally ratted everybody out. He was clowned for months. People were making fun of him. People were wishing death on him for snitching. But he came out and said one time, like, "Look, I might have snitched, but I'm alive. I'm not in jail. I'm alive. I'm out in the streets. I'm breathing. Your favorite rapper isn't breathing. And if you would have been in the same situation, you would have snitched too." And I don't know, man. Facing so many years in prison, that would be really tough to not snitch, I imagine, on your really good friend if you both got in trouble. But I think that's one of the things you have to handle once you're there. You can't just say right now, "Oh no, I would never snitch, man. That's my bro for life, man. I ain't never snitching on him. Or he's never gonna snitch on me. Why would he snitch on me? We're bros. We grew up together, man." You can't say that, because when you really get in that situation or that scenario, that's when it really comes into play. Everything you ever said throughout your life, or all your beliefs, all your morals, they all come into play there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I know. YSL, Young Thug, man, crazy. I don't think I mentioned this on the last podcast because we recorded it like, I think a Wednesday or Thursday. Either way, December 8 passed. Not so very good day for me. Yeah, man. 42 years ago, on December 8, John Lennon shot dead in New York City. What a blow to the world. And I wasn't even alive. My dad was 3 years old. And yeah, so many people forever affected. The voice of a generation, essentially, gone. Pretty sad. And Juice World, 3 years ago. And 3 years ago on December 8th, Juice World passed away. Yeah, I remember that day as well. Really bad day for me. I remember December 8th, 2019, waking up on a Saturday morning, just going through Instagram like I always do. Just to find out TMZ, all these media outlets reported Juice WRLD, 21 years old, dead from a seizure in an airport. Suspicion of an overdose, which was just so heartbreaking to listen to hear. It really hurt me because I really love Juice WRLD's whole persona, everything about him. His character, what he stood for, what he believed in, his way of expressing himself through music. It was beautiful. And I was like a late fan, somewhere between I got into Juice WRLD when World on Drugs came out with Future. One of my friends showed Fine China, and I was like, wow, this is a really good song, Fine China. And I went on to discover more of his music on SoundCloud. Then I went on to listen to Goodbye and Good Riddance. Such a good album. Really good album. Great album. His best album, probably. Death Race for Love was so good, and then just hearing his passing was just so sad. Hard. Oh, look who it is. It's Carl. Hello, Carl. Hey, what the... What are you doing?
I'm going to sleep.
No, you can't.
Watch me.
No.
Goodbye, everyone.
What did they just do to you?
They put some medicine in my ear.
How do you feel?
I'm getting there.
What do you plan to do now?
Sleep.
So yeah, guys, we have no theme for this podcast, essentially. And we're going to finish it off here because Carl really wants to go to bed because she's just feeling bad, sick. Alright, guys, we got to finish the podcast. I'm going to wrap it up here. Here's the words of wisdom. America is like Britain, only with buttons.
Who said that?
Sir Ringo Starr.
Oh, my lord, it's beautiful.
Yeah, since we were talking about America for a little bit, there you go. America is just like Britain, just with buttons. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening. If you watched, congratulations. If you're at the end of the video, leave a comment below. Leave the word pillow so I know that you listened till the very end. Alright, goodbye, everybody. This has been another episode of
Young Opinionated.
Yeah, I did. Alright, guys, goodbye. See you next time. Jenna, the offer is still on the table.
No, it is not. Get out.
This table is only big enough for two of us. Me and Jenna.
Yeah, me and you, let's go.
If it's me and you, we don't fit.
That's why we build, we adapt, and then we conquer.
Since we're building, can we build a third seat for Jenna?
We can build a third seat for Nina.
Wow. Alright, guys, goodbye. I dedicate this whole podcast to Jenna Ortega. Please come back to me. Come back to my arms. Come back to me, Jenna. I'm gonna freestyle for you, Jenna.
Okay.
Shoot.
That's enough.
Oh, Jenna, you make me feel ways only you can. What?
You make me feel ways only you can?
Yeah. I am your biggest fan. Oh, Jenna, Come to me. Love me be.
Oh boy, get.
Can't you see I'm dedicating a song to Jenna Ortega?
Nope. Now get.
What message do you have to Jenna before we leave?
Leave.
Oh my goodness. Sorry you have to hear that, Jenna. You're so rude. Sorry, Jenna. What the?
What is wrong with you? You're gonna crush my thing.
Just like Jenna or crushed my heart.
Exactly, so let her go.
Never.
Let her go, Joe.
Joe. Joe Swanson. Joe Swanson here.
I'm pulling the plug. Goodbye. Goodbye, I'm pulling the plug.